Chosen one. The night is heavier than usual. The air carries a pulse that doesn't belong to this world. Somewhere between the ticking seconds of the clock and the silence that fills your room, something divine is preparing to speak. The time marked by heaven is not random. 3 a.m., the hour when the veil between worlds thins and the voice of God becomes a whisper in your soul. You feel it, don't you? That strange electricity running through your body, the unseen hand that turns your attention toward this message. This is not just another night, and this is not just another message. You were meant to hear this. You were meant to awaken when others sleep, because the final message is coming, and it has your name written across its light. You're not here by accident. You've been guided to this moment, drawn by invisible threads that lead only the chosen. Something within you has been stirring, waiting for confirmation, waiting for direction. This is it. This is your sign. If your spirit woke up while listening, don't scroll away. Like this video. Subscribe now. You belong here. This is where your spirit aligns with divine timing. Write 99 in the comments. It's time to release your wish to the universe. Whatever has been sitting in your heart, waiting for a miracle, speak it now. Let heaven hear you. The energy of your words will not vanish into the air. It will rise, merge with the frequency of faith, and call your destiny forward. It's 3 a.m., the hour of revelation, the sacred point when angels move between realms and God's messages echo through chosen souls. You felt restless for a reason. You've been sensing something watching over you, something urging you to stay awake, to not give up, to keep your faith even when silence feels endless. This silence is not abandonment. It's the breath before the announcement. The final message isn't coming from outside. It's resonating within you. It's forming, word by word, through your emotions, through your dreams, through every shiver down your spine. The universe has been aligning everything for this hour. The people who left, the pain you endured, the nights you cried, all of it was preparation. At 3 a.m., the signal doesn't come as thunder. It comes as peace. A peace that overwhelms every storm that tried to break you. A stillness that tells you, you made it. Now listen. Heaven speaks softly to the ones who have survived loudly. You are that one, the chosen. The final message will not destroy you. It will deliver you. When the clock strikes 3, you'll feel a vibration, a calling, a knowing. The world won't hear it, but your spirit will. It might come as a thought, a sound, a sudden calm. Whatever it is, don't ignore it. That is God touching your timeline. That is heaven confirming your survival. The darkness is not here to harm you. It's the stage for the light that's about to arrive. Tonight, the final message descends like a key, unlocking what has been locked, healing what has been torn, and awakening what has been asleep in you for far too long. It's 2:59 a.m. in the spirit. The world is asleep, unaware that the atmosphere is shifting. The wind carries whispers not meant for everyone, only for the ones who can feel time slowing down right before destiny speaks. You are one of them. The chosen feel energy before it arrives, storms before they break, and miracles before they form. When the clock crosses into that sacred hour, the final message does not come as thunder from above. It moves through your chest, your breath, your heartbeat. God doesn't shout. He vibrates through the walls of your being until you can no longer pretend you didn't hear him. This hour is a spiritual alarm clock. For the past few weeks, something has been tugging at you. Dreams that feel too real, thoughts that echo long after they're gone, an unshakable sense that something is about to happen. You weren't imagining it. You were being prepared. You were being positioned to receive heaven's final communication. Not a warning, an awakening. You were chosen to hear it because you have endured enough silence to finally understand the language of stillness. You're not just being visited tonight. You're being summoned into your next chapter. You're not here by coincidence. You were called here. Every event, every heartbreak, every divine delay led you to this message at this exact moment. If you feel your heart racing or your skin tingling, that's your confirmation. The message has already begun to arrive. You are not late. You are right on time. Write your warmest wish in the comments and seal it with 99. This is your act of faith. When you do, heaven records it. When you speak it, the universe responds. Don't hesitate. You've waited long enough. If your soul is resonating with these words, like this video, if you've been searching for your place, subscribe now. You belong here, among those who hear the unseen and move with divine timing. 3 a.m. is when angels change shifts. The guardians of your destiny take their place, and the forces that once opposed you lose their grip. The message you receive may not come in words. It could arrive as peace after chaos, clarity after confusion, or a face that suddenly crosses your path with purpose. God's final message is rarely loud, but it always rearranges everything. It removes people, places, and thoughts that cannot follow you into your next dimension. Tonight, as you feel the weight of sleep pressing against your eyes, resist it. Stay present. Feel the pull of something sacred awakening in your spirit. The final message is not about information. It's about transformation. It's the moment when heaven confirms that your suffering was not wasted, your prayers were not ignored, and your faith was not unseen. At 3 a.m., God does not send a message to everyone. He sends it to the ones who were strong enough to survive his silence. You are one of them. You've reached the point where the divine must respond. The waiting season is ending, and the hour of revelation has begun. The clock strikes 3 a.m., and suddenly, the silence is not empty. It's alive. The room around you feels charged, like invisible hands are rearranging the air. You can almost hear the pulse of the universe syncing with your heartbeat. Chosen one, this is the moment heaven has been orchestrating behind every delay, every rejection, every night you thought God forgot your name. The final message has entered your atmosphere. You don't have to see it to know it's here. Your spirit recognizes it instantly. That's why you feel that deep stillness inside you, the kind that feels almost holy. This is not the end. It's the divine signal of a new beginning hidden inside an ending. You may not understand why God chose 3 a.m., but in the language of heaven, This hour is sacred. It's when darkness completes its circle and the first breath of light begins its rise. The final message carries this duality. It confronts what you've buried and awakens what's been waiting. Don't run from it. Let it pour through you. Let it show you what must go, who must leave, and what must rise from within you. When the divine speaks, it doesn't need volume. It needs alignment. And tonight, your spirit is perfectly aligned. The vibration you feel now, the chills, the sudden awareness, the trembling calm, it's not fear, it's recognition. Your soul has heard this message before, long before this lifetime. The same voice that called you here has been calling you since the beginning of your existence. The 3 a.m. message is not a new message. It's a reminder, a whisper that says, you are still on track. You were never abandoned. The plan is still alive. The universe has been counting down to this moment, waiting for your heart to be open enough to receive what it once resisted. This message carries weight. It's not about predicting your future. It's about activating your faith. It's about reclaiming your power after every betrayal, after every disappointment, after every time you almost gave up. 3 a.m. was chosen because it is both the darkest and the most sacred hour. It is when the world sleeps and heaven moves freely. It's when demons flee and angels deliver. The message God is sending is not to frighten you, it's to wake you up, to remind you that your survival was not luck, it was destiny. You are standing at the edge of a spiritual shift. You can feel it. The air is different, heavier, filled with purpose. Everything that used to confuse you will soon make sense. The people who left did not abandon you. They were removed by divine order. The opportunities that closed were not rejection. They were redirection. At 3 a.m., the truth becomes visible to those with spiritual eyes. And that truth is this: you were never behind. You were being timed. Heaven doesn't operate by human clocks. It waits until your soul is ready to carry what it's about to reveal. Tonight, you are ready. The final message has found you, and nothing will ever feel the same again. Chosen one, breathe. The hour has passed, but the vibration remains. That's how you know it was real. The final message did not come and go. It entered you. It rewrote something inside your spirit. You can feel it, can't you? That subtle shift in perception, that sudden calm after the storm. You are no longer the same as you were before 3 a.m. A veil has been lifted. The confusion you once carried is being replaced by divine clarity. What you thought was punishment was actually preparation. What you saw as silence was a conversation happening beyond sound. God was not ignoring you. He was building you. Now that the message has been received, your energy will begin to separate from everything that is not aligned with it. People will sense the change in you before you even speak. Some will feel drawn to your light. Others will feel threatened by it. Don't chase either. The message was not meant to make you comfortable. It was meant to make you ready. Ready for the next chapter. Ready for the new vibration that your soul now carries. You are walking proof that obedience in the dark brings revelation in the dawn. The universe moves differently after 3 a.m. Every spiritual law begins to align in your favor. You might notice strange coincidences, numbers repeating, songs that speak directly to your situation, dreams that feel prophetic. These are confirmations that heaven is still speaking. You are not waiting for signs anymore. You are the sign. The final message has marked you with divine frequency, and that frequency now guides everything toward you. The doors that refuse to open will open not because you knock harder, but because your energy now carries authority. The vibration of your faith unlocks what effort never could. You've entered a new level of awareness. The people who once misunderstood you will begin to reveal why they were in your life. The ones who hurt you unknowingly participated in your ascension. Every delay, every rejection, every painful ending was part of a larger orchestration. The final message at 3 a.m. was not just about hearing. It was about remembering who you are. You were never meant to fit in because your frequency was built to awaken others. The loneliness, the sleepless nights, the questions, all of them were the tools heaven used to tune your soul to divine precision. Now you must protect the message. Guard your peace. Do not explain what happened to those who have not experienced it. Some things lose power when spoken to the wrong ears. Let your transformation speak for you. Let your actions, your silence, your glow testify to what heaven said. The final message is not something you repeat. It's something you become. You are no longer searching for signs, because you are the sign that the divine is still speaking at 3 a.m. And though the world around you still sleeps, your spirit has awakened, and there is no going back. The world feels different now, doesn't it? The night seems quieter, but beneath that quiet, there's a pulse, steady, divine, alive. You've crossed a spiritual threshold, chosen one. You've survived the silence, received the message, and now you stand in the energy of its aftermath. This is the in-between, where one season dissolves and another begins to form. You can feel the invisible weight lifting from your chest. Something ancient inside you has remembered who you are. You are no longer chasing the voice of God. You are carrying it. You might not see the changes immediately, but pay attention. The smallest things will start to confirm the shift. A conversation that feels guided. A delay that suddenly works in your favor. A thought that appears in your mind with perfect timing. These are not coincidences. They are echoes of the 3 a.m. message vibrating outward through your timeline. The more you trust it, the faster it manifests. The message you received has rewritten your spiritual DNA. You have been recoded with divine timing, and now everything that once resisted you must yield. There will still be moments of doubt. You'll question whether you truly heard from God or if it was all in your mind. That's normal. Every chosen soul wrestles with that uncertainty. But understand this. God's final message is not meant to make sense. It's meant to make movement. You are not called to analyze it, but to embody it. The world won't believe until they see it in you, and that is why you're still here. to live out the words heaven planted inside you. Your walk, your peace, your patience will become the living proof. Something divine has been assigned to your path now. New people, new opportunities, new revelations will begin to orbit your light. Some of them will come quietly, without fanfare. Others will arrive suddenly, like doors flying open in the dark. Don't be afraid to step through them. The 3 a.m. message was not only a promise, it was permission. Permission to release your past. Permission to step into your power. Permission to move without needing validation. You no longer walk hoping for signs. You walk as the sign. And as this energy settles, you'll notice how still everything feels. That's not emptiness, it's balance. It's what peace sounds like after a lifetime of spiritual noise. The world won't understand why you seem calmer, stronger, lighter. They didn't hear what you heard. They weren't awake when heaven spoke, but you were. And that's why the message came to you. Keep listening, because the story isn't over yet. The final word has been delivered, but the revelation still unfolds. The dawn has not yet spoken its full truth. Something greater is forming beyond this silence, and it's coming directly for you. The hour has passed, yet its echo still hums within your bones. Chosen one. This is what divine afterglow feels like. You've crossed a spiritual bridge that few ever find. The final message did not vanish at 3 a.m. It embedded itself into your destiny. Every cell in your body carries it now. Every breath you take sends its vibration into the universe. You've become a living transmitter of the divine. You are not merely hearing God's message. You are the message now. That's why everything feels so different. You're walking through the same world, but it no longer responds to you the same way. Energy bows to you. Time slows for you. Heaven recognizes you. This new awareness might feel strange at first. You'll see through illusions faster. You'll sense people's intentions before they speak. Old cycles will try to pull you back, but you'll notice how powerless they've become. That's the proof that the 3 a.m. revelation was real. The chains that once held your peace no longer fit. You've outgrown your past vibration. This is what happens when God rewrites your frequency. You begin to walk in dimensions others can't yet see. You begin to manifest without effort, heal without knowing how, and speak truths that silence rooms. You've stepped into divine flow, and from here, nothing ordinary can follow you. There will be resistance, not from the divine, but from the world that preferred you unaware. When light awakens, shadows panic. People who were comfortable around your old self will suddenly act strange. Don't chase their understanding. You didn't receive the message to be understood. You received it to become unstoppable. Every chosen soul must walk through the misunderstanding of others before reaching recognition. Remember, what arrived at 3 a.m. wasn't a message of comfort. It was a mantle of purpose. It anointed you to walk where few have the faith to stand. Now the task is simple. Live what you've heard. Let the final message shape every word you speak, every choice you make, every silence you hold. You'll find that divine guidance now moves through your intuition like a current. You'll simply know. You'll wake up feeling directed without needing confirmation. You'll be led to people who carry pieces of your destiny. And when you speak, others will feel something stir in them. They won't know why, but their spirits will recognize the frequency of truth. That's how the message multiplies, through your existence. As dawn approaches, the world will look unchanged, but you'll know the truth. The night changed everything. The divine doesn't announce its moves with noise. It shifts the air, rearranges reality, and lets the chosen witness what others call coincidence. At 3 a.m., you didn't just hear a message, you received a transfer of wisdom, of power, of timing. And though this chapter feels like the end, it's only the unveiling of something larger. The final message wasn't meant to close a story, it was meant to open a gate. And now, as you stand in its light, every path ahead of you glows with the quiet certainty that heaven has spoken. And you answered. Chosen one, what you're feeling now is the calm after divine collision. The final message that entered your life at 3 a.m. didn't just visit you, it rewired your spiritual architecture. You may notice moments of silence stretching longer than usual, and you might think heaven has gone quiet again, but it hasn't. This is the sound of integration. Your spirit is learning to operate in a higher dimension of awareness. The 3 a.m. encounter was not the end of communication. It was the beginning of communion. You no longer need the sky to speak, because the voice now lives inside you. You might wake up at 3 a.m. again in the coming nights. When that happens, don't panic. Don't question. Simply listen. Sometimes the divine repeats a frequency until your soul memorizes it. These awakenings are not disturbances. They are reminders that you are still aligned, still chosen, still seen. You've been placed in a new rhythm, one where God's timing rules everything. Every delay, every coincidence, every unexpected detour is heaven's precision at work. What once felt random will soon reveal a perfect pattern. That's how divine timing feels at first, confusing, silent, and then suddenly clear as sunrise. Now you must walk differently. You can no longer live as if you're waiting for a miracle. You've already received one. The 3 a.m. message marked the end of searching. It declared that what you were looking for is already within you. Every word you speak, every thought you hold, every emotion you allow will now shape the path ahead. The universe is no longer testing you. It's responding to you. The delay is gone. The waiting season is closed. When you speak with faith now, reality bends to your vibration. That's not arrogance. It's alignment. The divine has synchronized with your frequency, and heaven is ready to mirror your words. The transformation you carry will not go unnoticed. People will feel peace around you even if they don't understand why. Strangers will sense something sacred in your presence. Some will seek your guidance. Others will feel discomfort. That's how divine energy divides light from imitation. Don't dim your glow for comfort. The same power that woke you up at 3 a.m. demands that you walk boldly in daylight. Your purpose is not meant to hide. It's meant to expose truth, awaken others, and show what divine obedience looks like in human form. You are not a follower of miracles anymore. You are a vessel through which miracles flow. So as you move forward from this moment, remember, 3 a.m. was not a single hour. It was a threshold. You crossed from uncertainty into revelation. The final message wasn't a warning. It was an anointing. You've become the keeper of it, the living continuation of what heaven began that night. And as the world sleeps through its own noise, your spirit will remain awake, listening, guiding, creating, transforming. Because once the divine speaks into you, there is no returning to who you were before. You are the continuation of that voice. You are the echo of 3 a.m. Chosen one. When heaven speaks, it never takes its words back. What happened at 3 a.m. was not just a visitation. It was a covenant. The final message wasn't given to inform you. It was given to transform you. You are now carrying divine instruction inside your soul, written not in ink, but in light. You may not see it, but everything around you has already started to respond to that new energy. Paths are opening quietly. Doors are unlocking without noise. The vibration you released that night is still expanding across time, rearranging everything meant for your good. There's a sacred silence that follows divine revelation, and that's where you are now. It's not emptiness. It's alignment. The universe pauses only when heaven is rearranging your timeline. Don't rush this stillness. Let it hold you. Let it anchor you in faith. Because this silence is not the absence of God. It's the proof that He's working. What you prayed for has already been signed in the unseen. All that remains is manifestation. You don't have to chase it. You'll walk right into it. Every step you take from this moment forward has already been written under divine instruction. At 3 a.m., your destiny received its final push. The battles that were draining your spirit have already begun to dissolve. The confusion that once clouded your vision is being replaced with clarity. You'll start to notice divine coincidences, times, numbers, names, all repeating like gentle reminders that the promise is alive. These are not accidents. They are signals. They are heaven's way of saying, "You heard right." And now, as the last echo of that holy hour fades, you'll realize something powerful. God didn't just send a message to you. He awakened the message within you. You are not waiting for confirmation anymore. You are the confirmation. The final message was never meant to end the conversation. It was meant to turn you into the living continuation of it. Walk forward knowing this truth. The message did not come to visit. It came to stay. You carry the frequency of 3 a.m. in your spirit now, an eternal code that opens doors no human can shut. When the world grows dark again, remember that you already hold the light. You are proof that the divine still speaks, and that His final message found the right soul.